The EU is finally striking Russia's energy revenues. From August, the bloc is stopping its coal imports for good. An embargo will come into force as part of a fifth round of sanctions, fueled by war atrocities in Ukraine and just given the green light. If anything, the effort is symbolic, with oil and gas being the real deal, experts say, amid calls to break taboos.
This coal ban is not gonna eat Putin much. Europe pays every day around 10 million euros for the coal it gets from Russia, but on the other hand, it pays 850 million euros every day for the oil and gas it gets from Russia. So it is crystal clear that in order to have an impact, a real impact, Europe needs to talk oil and gas sanctions as of now. That's where we need to hit Putin. That's where his economic interests are.
A full asset freeze of 4 Russian banks is part of the fresh round of sanctions as well. Ships flying the Russian flag won't be able to enter European ports. And like Russia and Belarus, registered trucks will only be allowed to operate in the bloc if carrying food, humanitarian aid, medicines and energy, a sector Ukraine considers critical to curb Putin's drive for war.
This is a really good signal that the pressure on Russia is increasing. It continues to increase. Of course, our request to our partners, especially in Europe, is very clear. We want to have, we want to cut the sources for financing the war by Russia. And Russia receives about 1/3 of their public revenues and budgets from exporting oil. So that's why we are so keen on oil embargo.
EU governments agreed to start working on a 6th round of sanctions, this time to include oil imports, with Germany and Austria initially opposing the idea, although there are signs of Berlin's growing acceptance. Hungary, though, is openly against. Pedro Sacadura, Euronews, Brussels.